we're gonna have to push the engines again. Oh no! Oh, we took a big hit! The universe commanding lost letters to be delivered, or at the very least, to be sorted, categorized, and organized, and archived against the passage of time. Should we send out our Zebat? Let's send out our Zebat and see what it discovers. In some distance to the west, Bonny Reefs. Excellent. Well, let's just continue to the west to find Bonny Reefs. December 21st. Discovered Bonny Reefs. Distant bells. Uh-oh! We have an alarm! We have an alarm! Who has spotted? Which of my 3 crew have spotted danger? We really cannot afford to take any kind of damage. There it is! It's coming from the north! We must flee! Full power to engines! We cannot afford to take any kind of damage. We have to take the risk. Come on, Chipping Norton! Get us out of here! Quick! We're gonna have to push the engines again. Oh no! Oh, we took a big hit! Come on! Get behind the reefs! Get behind the reefs! Mr. Boris, bring us tight in around the shoreline. We need to lose this fire. We've pushed our engines too far, too fast. Oh no, sailors scream flames. There is a tough challenge. We need to succeed here. We need to heal the wounded. The damp flames, we need to. Come on, quickly, quickly. Bandaging the wounded. You've saved injured sailors, but the ship has suffered terribly. We've lost 1 hull. The new total is 14, but we have succeeded in a hard challenge. The ship is saved. The fire is out. The crew have not been lost. Keep going. Come on, Boris. Come on, you can do it. We just need to weave through here as fast as we can. We're going to have to push the engines again. We have to push the engines again. Come on, we're going to run for the fog. We're running for the fog. Oh, we've taken another hit. Ow. Come on. Tight in now. Tight in. Put that between us. Put that obstacle between us. Keep that thing between us. And run. Just run. Just keep running. Come on. More power to the engines. There's nothing else for it. We're into the fog. Come on, we're into the fog. We made it. Have we made it? Have we made it? The fog is like disappearing around us. Keep going. Keep going, Boris. Don't crash into that thing. The Alacteus class corvette. Oh no, they've launched a torpedo! It's not a torpedo, it's like a flare! Come on! Come on! We have entered a fog bank and fed the crew. I think we've escaped. I think we have escaped them! We have escaped them! Come on, keep going! The Chipping Norton, the brave little ship! The crew that have given their all, we can sound the all clear. A brisk splatter of spray. The Untersea is restless. A questing tentacle. Oh no, come on, give me a break. Gleaming, it rises from the sea. It coils lazily around a sailor who does not speak or cry out. She only steps into its embrace and is gone. No one. Ask, and no one will answer. Did you imagine it? The sea is quiet. Nothing stirs. But you saw the moon-pale limb of the monster. Was it there? Did the sailor leap? Surely you didn't push her. Surely. We've lost a crew. We're down to 2. Oh, we've got to get back to London. We have to. Come on, sound the all clear. I mean, more or less the all clear. We've escaped. We've escaped the worst of the enemies. We're terrified. Sailors are just dropping off the ship. Like, what? Discovered. Born Vader's pillar. It's Born Vader's pillar. Do we even dare stop here if we can? Stalagmites loom in the distance like the cranes of Woolstack docks, but vaster. The Corsair's forest. Our lookouts are watchful. I'm not even gonna. I just don't trust it. I mean, who knows what's there? The ship is limping along as it is. I don't want to spend any more time out here than necessary. Let's check the map. Alright, Hunter's Keep isn't too far off. Perhaps we can stop there for a rest. I'm pretty sure they were friendly at Hunter's Keep. Of course, there were, like, pirates and stuff milling around as well. Azela raises her head, sniffs sharply. Blood on the wind. Come on. It's so tense. It's so tense right now. The Chipping Norton is barely limping along. Twice fires have erupted in the engine room as we pushed these engines to breaking point in an effort to try desperately to bring her home. 2 crew remain. There are now more officers on board than crew, at least if you count the animals. Or if you count me, of course, Wilberforce Weird, the captain. Lose your mind. Are we losing our mind? Our terror, we're getting like weird sound effects and things. Come on. Our terror is reaching fever pitch. The world is closing in around us. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Let's press on. We've got a fog bank to the south of us. This is actually reassuring. Somewhere to hide if pirates show their faces. Where are we? We're closing in on Hunter's Keep. Ten hull. There's just like massive holes in the hull. There's like bits falling off. They're just like, you know, like beams and things just collapsing left, right, and center. The whole thing is held together with just duct tape and spit, and the last 2 sailors like desperately running around trying to rivet things together as the ship creaks and moans on the ocean. Our fuel reserves are empty. Oh no, far off, very far off. Someone screams. Is this Hunter's Keep? This is Hunter's Keep. Alright, are we going to make it to London? Can we get fresh fuel, do you think, at Hunter's Keep? I think... Oh, Fallen London's still a bit of a way. And there's bats. We don't want bats. We're going to stop at Hunter's Keep. We're going to stop at Hunter's Keep and hope for the best. Forget the bats. Look at the fuel draining. It's draining so quickly. Dock here! Alright, we've docked at Hunter's Keep. We're not going to make it to London on our fuel reserves. We've got 41% remaining in the barrel. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. I mean, we drained like that much in a tiny space. It's because we're moving so slowly because of the crew. We're just chewing through fuel at a desperate rate. Desperate measures. Without fuel, your ship is just an oddly shaped house located somewhere you really don't want to live. Do you have a shop here? You don't have a shop here. What are these desperate measures? This will disappear as soon as you have fuel. If you are in a position to purchase some, don't worry about it. We can search your supplies for something of use. There must be something you can repurpose as fuel. A few last supplies. A matter of luck. It could go either way. Very little remains to you, but if you are lucky, perhaps there is something you can use. Make a sacrifice to Storm. Storm, the god in the roofs. Angriest of the 3. He's likely to crush you as save you. But you could hardly be worse off after all. We don't actually have the gods of the sea Storm's attention. Make sacrifice to Stone. Make sacrifice to Salt. Salt, the god of horizons and farewells. Who knows what he'll do? Whisper a secret into the dark and see. Wow. Fire a distress flare. We don't have a distress flare. Abandoned ship. Draw lots for lifeboat places. Cast yourself on the mercy of the waves. There is a tiny chance that you'll find your way back to London without either crew or ship. Perhaps it's better if you don't. Okay, before we do this, we might as well go into Hunter's Keep and see if they've got anything for us. You stand on the docks. Who should we luncheon with? We lunched with Cynthia before, didn't we? At the very least, I suppose it's food, isn't it? Food? Should we reconnoitre the island? Maybe they'll have some fuel. No, it's just a port report. Alright, fine. Let's luncheon with... The middle sister is sunny, restless, prone to giggles. Phoebe, a soft voice, watchful and unpredictable. Phoebe! Phoebe! Do you have any fuel? I could really do with some fuel right now. Here's a story. Phoebe has a story to tell of two lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the false stars glittering on the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersea shimmers below. Islands like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spined things pulse in the depths. There is a scent, like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there you finished the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver's salt biscuits. We've lost hunger. We've lost 5 terror. We're now merely haunted. An occurrence, your gods of the Z, storm's attention quality. Oh, so we've now got a storm's attention. Desperate measures it is. Desperate measures. So we can now do storm, look. Wow. Search my ship for something to use. It smells like burning rags, but it'll satisfy the engine's hunger for now. We have gained 1 fuel, and we've lost 2 supplies. Oh, we've just turned our supplies into fuel. We can't really afford any more supplies. But is that going to be enough fuel to get there? I don't know. I just don't know. But I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to risk it. It's death or glory. It's back to London. Or sink along the way. At least, if we need to. I mean, we can always beseech the gods, right? If the worst comes to the worst, we must be so close, though. We must be so close to London now. Let's do it. Let's launch away into the night, leaving the safety, the security of Hunter's Keep behind on one last-ditch effort to make it back to London. It's got to be so close. We're going to take as tight a course as we can. Look, it's right there. It's so close. It's just a little to the southwest. Try and hug tight in past the shore here. The fuel, though, is draining away. Look at it. It's just, we're not moving fast enough. We need to go faster. Do you think full power to the engine will burn the fuel faster? Should we try it? Our fuel reserves are empty. I can see London, though. Look, there is the shores of London. We can make it. We can make it. It's right there. Come on. We can. We're going to make it. Fear not, men of the Chipping Norton. Our Odyssey is going to end with a successful return to London. Admittedly, a successful return to London for only 2 of the 8 or 9 crew we took with us. And when we first left these shores, the air trembles, a breath of change passes. Come on, look, we are nearly there. We are nearly there. We're going to make it. We've got half a tank left. We've got half a tank left, and the Wolfstack docks are just meters away. A few ship lengths is all that we need to make. Look, the engine, the fuel's continuing to drain. I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to be so close. Come on. Come on, Chipping Norton. You can make it. Boris, Derek, the last 2 of the crew to survive. All of the rest, the unnamed crew, are gone. But nonetheless, we have successfully made it back into London. Look, let's make dock here. We have returned to London. The lights of London welcome you home. This storylet only appears when you have been at sea for a little while. A breath of relief. As soon as the gangplank touches the quayside, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily, but what dreams may cling. We are the Purple Scythe Mercenary Company, and all shall fear us across the land. After years of bloodying your sword for meager pay, you've saved up enough crowns to start your very own mercenary company. Your men look to you to give a command. They live and die for the Purple Scythe now. Theodobald only ever had one real talent, using his fish to bloody the noses of other men. I'm not going down no matter what. You there! Yeah, you mercenary! Over here,